Get blinded by the ray of light. Get blinded by the ray of light. Get blinded by the ray of light. Get blinded. See the scars on my chest. I'm gonna fight to be the best. I'm not like the rest.
Talks T. Rayleigh podcast. Wish a MF or Wood podcast. The Texas T podcast. Call it out there, brother podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, your host from Wish a Motherfucker Would, Texas. Your friendly neighborhood big black motherfucker. The ray of light, T. Ray Watford.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Talks T. Rayleigh, the Wish a MF or Would podcast, Texas T podcast. Just call it out there, brother podcast. You know, during my wrestling tenure, I had 4, 5, 6 different finishing moves. So I figured, why not have multiple titles for my podcast? I'll probably pick one down the road. If you know me, you know this is how I roll. This podcast has been something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. I finally got the time and the space to get this thing done. And my first guest for the very first episode is a really good friend of mine named Aaron Mercer, the blood of Texas. Mercer and I, we kind of started around the same time. We've been up and down the road together. We've been out of state together. We've had multiple matches together. The guy, he's one of those guys that bring out the best in you. And you better bring it when you face him because he's going to lay it in on you. Mercer has a really, really, really compelling story that I wanted to get out to everybody. He has a very, very unique viewpoint and look at the business. And he's one of those guys where he makes the business better because he knows that it gets better if you don't take yourself seriously and you just go out there and just have fun. He did take a stab at deathmatch wrestling, you know, all pun intended, and became known as the blood of Texas. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is T. Ray. We are going to get to the very first episode of my podcast as I interview the one and only Aaron Mercer. She's laughing already. We just started. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the new cliche retired wrestler podcast from T. Ray. We're probably going to call this one Talks with T. Ray or Talks T. Rayleigh or the Wish a MF or Would podcast or Texas T. You know, we got like 5, 6 names. I got like 5, 6 finishers, so I can do what I want. Today's guest, one of my friends, rivals. Have we tagged together? No, we haven't tagged together.
I don't think so. We've done like multi-mans.
Yeah, multi-mans. No, we haven't tagged together. So can't we say we've been partners?
No.
So we probably got to fix that.
So I can't steal your moves.
My fellow broken knee brother, the one, the only, Aaron Mercer.
Hey.
Just hey.
Hey.
All right, so we're gonna get this started. You just got yourself a can. Want to pop open the can?
Here.
Pop it open. Yep.
Nice.
We got your favorite Crown Royal. We got my favorite, some tequila up here.
I don't think Crown Royal is my favorite. I just said that.
You just said it. It's just his first thing to come to mind.
Yeah.
All right, so little backstory behind all this. Of
Let's
course.
do a shot first.
Let's do a shot.
Okay.
All right, clink it up.
Fuck.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, great content right there.
Yeah. You notice how we start the Wish a Motherfucker Would match, right? Start the match with a shot.
I'm glad I never had to do that.
Oh, man. Good times. So, a little backstory to today's events. Everybody knows me in the great state of Texas. I somehow managed to be late to my own show, being filmed in my own house. And
I think you said 6:37. It is
Yes.
8 o'clock.
yes, it is now 8 o'clock. So, yes. But we're going to call it out there, get this thing started. So, how you feeling?
I feel pretty decent.
Good. So, you get a nice little tour of the city of Wish a Motherfucker Would around here.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie.
A little scary?
Yeah.
Oh. Mercer is scared of something. I think I've been hearing that one.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling. A lot going on.
A lot going on. All right. We'll take another little sip. All right. I, of course, am your host, T. Ray Watford. So you want to get down to it?
Let's get
Let's
it.
get down to it. All right. So this is going to be good, nitty gritty shoot interview. All right. So first question right off the bat. How's it feel knowing that you're the most garbage wrestler that's ever stepped into the ring?
I mean, we know that's not true because there's at least 5 that are much worse. So,
Oh, yeah.
God.
You just finished your shot?
Yeah.
All right.
I had
Take
some left.
Take a chaser. All right.
All right.
All right. All jokes and jokes. But, Mr. Mercer, I do want to know, why did you decide to get into this crazy business? What was the big idea moment that said, I'm going to do this in the start today?
CM Punk did a post-fight interview after his first UFC fight, and he said something along the lines of the only failure in life is if you don't try. And I'd already had it in my mind to pursue wrestling at some point, and I was like, well, I'm sold, I'm motivated, so I figured out a way to get started, and that was basically the starting point.
Yeah. All right, where were you staying at the time?
Where was I staying at?
Yeah, where were you living?
In San Antonio.
San Antonio? All right. That was San Antonio?
I was playing semi-professional basketball at the time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. So when you started your training, what made you pick hybrid at the start?
I didn't pick hybrid. So when I was playing semi-professional basketball, our PA announcer his name was Carlos Vaughn, CJ. And he said that he ran a school or whatever, and if I ever went, because we were talking about AJ Styles' debut in the Royal Rumble. This was around that time, and he said that he ran a school or had a promotion or whatever, and if I wanted to get started, let him know. So got to the point where I was done playing basketball, and I hit him up, and I was like, hey, when can we start or whatever? And he was like, this Friday. And so we went to the Texas Wolverine little arena where TWA is.
Yeah.
And he got me started on rolls and lockups and pretty much the basics. And then after, I want to say maybe a month, he took me over to hybrid and basically pawned me off to them. And so he kind of set me on that path.
So you technically got pimped out, man, huh? Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit pimped out. Jesus Christ. All right, yeah. So, first impression, when you first walked into hybrid, what did you think? What was your first impression?
I think everybody was doing warm-ups. They were doing like a bunch of squats and burpees and, the ordinary stuff. I don't know. It was kind of like going to a new school or whatever. I was kind of...
the new kid in the school?
Yeah, it was kind of weird at first, and then you start to get to know people, and it was fine or whatever. But, I mean, I didn't really know what I was getting into. It was kind of a shock going from basketball to wrestling. So, I don't know. It was weird.
All right, first bump you took, how'd it feel? First bump, that very first one, that first thud.
So I started doing the ones where you hold onto the ropes and you squat.
The baby bumps.
Yeah.
Baby bumps, yeah. The training wheels.
The first ones sucked a little bit. And then, it wasn't even like a couple days later, I was already doing 450s and frog splashes. So I got over that fear quick. Running the ropes hurt.
You get the bruise on the ribs, bruise on the backs. Yeah.
I feel like those hurt more than taking bumps.
I remember the first, did y'all do turnbuckles the first class, or did you do those eventually?
Well, I took my first bumps at the TWA place. So, I didn't start doing like actual drills and stuff until I got to hybrid. And I don't even remember taking turnbuckles, but it wasn't bad.
I kind of adapted everything, but the first time we did turnbuckles, I messed myself up.
On your back or what?
My back, yeah.
Yeah.
I was hitting everything wrong.
Were you hitting it low or high or what?
Both. Low, then high. And it was like, no, just do it like this. Just run it like you would the ropes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's a different dimension. The ropes are this way, the turnbuckles that way.
You were at AAPW?
Yeah, AAPW, America's Academy of Professional Wrestling.
I just met Pops for the first time a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you went out to the show? How was the show?
Yeah, he's a cool guy. It was good. They finished in under 2 hours.
They crazy, right? Yeah.
And then I went to their training a couple days later, and they had some good stuff going on. He actually teaches people how to punch.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Which is like a lost art.
Throw the punches, throw the kicks. Probably.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
All right, let's dig into these questions, man. That's a good warm-up. You feel warmed up? You good? You loose?
Let me chug this a little more.
Chug a little more.
All right, we're good.
All right, you're getting down to the sitting down with your coach. He's Marvel at the time.
Yeah.
So you're sitting down with your coach and coming up with the gimmick. Was there anything else other than Aaron Mercer?
Oh, the name I already had.
Oh, you already had?
Prior to coming into wrestling.
Okay.
Like I had like a list of stuff I wanted to do or names or whatever, and I settled on Aaron Mercer like immediately.
How'd you come to that one?
So I used to play a game called Prototype.
Oh, I remember Prototype. Yeah.
The main character's name was Alex Mercer, and I was
Okay.
like, Mercer's a cool name, but I can't rip it bar for bar. So this was whenever Daniel Bryan was, at his height. So I was like, I need something that's double syllables on both names, so it could be like da 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 da, like Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
And I was like, Aaron's a cool name, so Aaron Mercer. And so I mentioned that to Marvel right away, and he was fine with it. And so that was that. And then I had never heard the name Mercer before getting into wrestling. And then as soon as I got into wrestling, there's like 18,000 people with the last name Mercer.
1 year later.
Yeah.
This Mercer, that Mercer.
Yeah. So, and there's another Aaron Mercer in New York that's like a backyarder or something. So
So he followed in your footsteps, right? Yeah.
I think, I don't know if he started before me or I don't know, but
right.
pretty wild.
All right, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So, funny backstory. Put myself over here on my own podcast.
Of course, you have to.
My first wrestling name was going to be Trenty, the Trenty Watford.
Why?
Some fucking narcissist. That's why.
Love it. Jesus.
I wanted to come straight in, straight heel. Like, what's the most heelish name you can come up with? Like your own name as your moniker.
Repeated,
Yeah.
apparently.
Trenty, the Trenty Watford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awful.
George said no.
Yeah. Glad he did, because that's bad. So you just decided on T-Ray, I guess? Shorten it?
So T-Ray was, since my shoot name is Trenty, I got tired of a lot of people just jacking up my name when I was growing up. So I came up with Trey.
Trenty is a hard name to...
Yes, people fuck up Trenty.
Okay.
You'd be surprised.
All right.
So I used Trey Watford as my alias.
Yeah.
It was just simpler. And then, like, if I came closer to people, I was like, yeah, no, my whole name's Trenty. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So then when it went from Trenty to Trenty Watford, I told George, yeah, you got to say all of it.
Yeah, of course.
Fuck, I might debut that one time before I.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I came up with Trey Watford, and then George was like, Trey, there's something there, but I don't know about your last name. And I was like, George, it's tattooed on my back. Like, my last name is tattooed on my back. Like, I can't just change my last name.
Yeah.
And then I just started spelling it out, just writing it out in capital letters, trying to work on a signature. And it just went T, then Ray, T Ray. Then I was like, all right, T-Ray, that's something. And then debuted with it. And then a month later, found out it's a comic book character.
Is it really?
Yeah. T-Ray's a Deadpool villain. One of Deadpool's nemesis in the comics.
How do I not know that?
Yeah.
I am literally the Deadpool guy. Hello. Deadpool lanyard.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then there's also a T-Ray the violinist. And I had this big deal where, fantasy where I was like, well, maybe if I get big enough, I get T-Ray the violinist to play my intro song down the ring like they did Shinsuke.
Yeah.
But have him playing No Sunshine on the violin.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
But you didn't get big enough.
Nah, I did not get, because I can't afford to bring him over here.
Yeah.
I got 4
Where's he
kids.
from?
I think New York. I didn't research that much into it.
Nice. See, I figured maybe you went with Trey Watford and then somebody typoed on a flyer or something, put a hyphen, and you become T-Ray that way. I don't know.
I just wrote in capital letters,
Yeah.
T-R. It was originally T-R-E. And then I just wrote out the name, different versions of how to spell Trey.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be a T-R-E, then an apostrophe, just for asshole
Why
reasons.
didn't you go T-R-A-E?
Too many letters.
It's the same amount of letters.
Exactly.
It's 4. Trey the Truth, you know?
Yeah, just, you don't copy off of him. Got to copy off the Deadpool.
But you could still go T-Ray, but just make it R-A-E. I think yours is better, though.
And then there was a whole deal of my goofy ass friends in the army. Man, you just combined Booker T and Stevie Ray. I was like, that was the furthest from it.
Oh, yeah, you did rip them.
So my biggest deal being a black wrestler,
Yeah.
I made it my point to not do any of Booker T's moves like every other black wrestler.
Do they do a lot of them?
Yeah, every black wrestler does a Booker T move.
I feel like I don't see scissor kick a lot. I feel like I don't see a bookend a lot.
Everybody does Uranagi.
That's true. I guess I do see that kick a lot. The little jumping.
The shuffle side kick.
Yeah.
And then you know how he circles around, does his like hop and lock up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got told to stop doing that. It throws off people's rhythm on the lockup.
What?
So we're circling around and Booker he skips around
Yeah.
and locks up. I did the movement like there's a camera. So
Why?
it throws off the timing of the other person doing the lockup.
Then they suck.
Yeah, probably.
Why do you need rhythm to lock up? You literally get the Iggy and then you lock up. Whatever you do before that, it doesn't matter.
It's the dance,
Jesus
brother.
Christ.
All right. Back on topic.
Yeah.
We got sidetracked. So, you're in hybrid training. What year was this?
I started in September 1st of 2017.
17? Okay, yeah, a year before me. All right.
So, damn, respect your vets.
Yeah.
I started at TWA there, and then I guess a month later I was at Hybrid.
Okay.
So, 2017, end of 2017.
All right, so how did the hybrid bruisers form?
So I think I had maybe 4 or 5 matches on my own before that happened. And this was when, whatever you want to call him, RJ, Richie, Calavera.
Richie. Call him everything. Love you, Richie.
Him and Ruben Steele were a tag team.
The Horde.
The Horde.
Yeah, the Horde.
Which, funny story, I actually saw Ruben at TWA while I was playing semi-professional basketball.
Okay.
Like, we went to watch him. And I remember he used a DDT as a finish. And I was like, that's kind of weird nowadays. But, so it's weird that I met him years later. And I think he had left Hybrid. And so RJ had a bunch of bookings left as a tag team or whatever. So Marvel was like, excuse me, Jesus.
Oh, the shot's kicking in. There we go. Yeah.
Get emotional.
Leaving. Aaron's leaving. Here comes James. James entered the chat.
So RJ needed a partner for those. So Marvel threw me with him. And we clicked or whatever. Like, we had some decent matches. And then we brought Kiki Vibes on board.
All right.
And we had a little trio going. And it just worked out for a little bit.
Yeah. So you got pulled in as a secondary Ruben.
I was forced into a tag team.
Ruben from Wish. No face paint?
No. God, no. I wore black trunks,
Okay.
like throwback trunks, and no knee pads, and some black boots, and that was it.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
I don't even know if I wore like one strand of wrist tape, just on the wrist. No, like, full tape like I used to have.
I tried it for like a month. I got aggravated trying to put the wrist tape on every
It's
show.
annoying. Sometimes I would tape it too tight, and I have to redo it. And if I didn't do it right, I'd just be like, screw it, and I just went out there.
Yeah. There always be guys in the back. You got some tape? You got some tape? I can't go out there without my tape. Hey, dude, just chill.
I always brought extra, just in case.
Yeah, so sorry to the young wrestlers that we stole all y'all wrist tape, because young wrestlers always bring the wrist tape.
One of my early memories from my early career was Sammy Guevara needed wrist tape, and I was like, I have some extra. Here's some wrist tape. So I always touted that I lended, him some wrist tape.
All right, so you're here. You're in my house. You know that'll fuck with you, right?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
God, here we go.
So how'd you feel being the weakest link in the hybrid bruisers?
Again, you're spewing lies. Like, the trash bag wrestler, the weakest link. Come on. None of this is even remotely true. And I think terribly of myself.
Terrible. All right, I'm fucking with you. Did y'all have a triple team finisher, or?
It was, God, I don't even. Yeah, it was like a weird strike combination into almost a DIY finish.
Okay.
I think I was doing like almost Shinsuke's knee finish, but I would do it to like the back of their head and just do like a bicycle knee.
Yeah.
And I think RJ would do like a super kick, and then like Kiana would do something before that to set him up into position or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
It was some type of weird convoluted strike finish.
Right.
We weren't like the Shield and having somebody on Kiana's shoulders and her power bomb or fucking 4'10".
Will there ever be a hybrid Bruisers reunion?
RJ hits me up a lot about that.
Okay.
So, but probably not. Probably not.
All right. What's up? Have you stayed in touch with Kiki?
I saw her the last time I went to a hybrid show, and we talked and caught up or whatever. But I mean, we don't like regularly talk or anything.
You haven't seen her getting around as much as she used to. Like she used to get booked like everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if she's just like chilling or like I know she does the hybrid shows. I think she does like RCW and then like some local stuff. I don't know what she has going on in her personal life or whatever. Like I don't know.
Well, Kiki, we love you, man. You gotta get out there. We miss you, girl.
Yeah, shout out to Kiki.
You're our baby girl in the locker room. Take care of baby girl. A little baby sister back there.
Yeah.
All right, so trained at hybrid. Were you able to complete their training program, or did you have to walk away?
No, I got a certificate.
You got your certs?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, certified.
I'm graduate. I'm not a backyarder. Come on.
All right, you're a trained wrestler.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm a pro.
All right, there we go. All right, I appreciate that. All right, so
Did you get yours?
No, George didn't hand out certificates. We just had to do the gauntlet.
So you're all yarders.
Yeah, we're all yarders at APW. All of us.
Dude, that gauntlet, I've always wanted to either see it or
Bruh.
do it, or it's like an hour long, right?
It's as long as how many people are there. Everybody gets a minute and a half to 2 minutes.
Okay, because I saw, I don't know if you know this dude, Pico.
Yeah, Pico just did his.
He ran through like 58 minutes.
Yeah.
And I heard his backstory. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Like what he's gone through before to get here and to do that. It's insane.
Yeah.
Shout out Pico.
Yeah, Pico, man. I call him Adam too. He's the only person that's shorter than Adam.
It's good.
Freaking Jasmine, damn, I forgot her last name.
You talking about Jasmine Allure?
Allure? Yeah, Jasmine
Yeah,
Allure,
yeah.
yeah. She had the craziest gauntlet, dude.
Really? I didn't know she came from there.
Yeah, she's trained at APW.
Oh, cool.
It was like 55 minutes, dude.
Dang.
That's when she first started like huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
She went through the first 50 minutes like smiling, cheesing. Okay,
Yeah.
all right, here. Boom, okay. Boom, pick her up, boom. I came in, dang, I gave away the secrets of the gauntlet.
Oh, wow.
I fucked her up.
Yes. Did they just go over the whole time?
No, we just call it out there in the gauntlet. So everybody comes in, they just call what to do.
But like what the finish is whatever, and you just keep going until okay.
And then another person comes in, another person.
So just have them lose the entire time.
But yeah, 50 minutes, dude. She was just smiling and wide eyed, and then like by that 55-minute mark, she finally just took her that big deep breath.
Damn.
And then like hour 5 minutes, she caught her second win, and like her fucking cardio's insane, dude.
She's gotten really good. She's like getting out there. She's everywhere right now. She's good. Shout out Jasmine.
All right, so after hybrid, how'd you get introduced to heavy metal? We're gonna get in the heavy metal chapter.
That was like immediately. I think my third match was a triple threat with Pisto and I can't remember the other guy. It might have been some dude named Garrison. I think maybe I don't know, but anyways, I'm pretty sure it was my third match was at a outdoor Comic-Con for heavy metal.
Oh, yeah, I remember the Comic-Con days.
Yeah,
I didn't get a chance to do one of those.
so it was immediately, and then they were in the guillotine either at that time or right after. So yeah, it was immediately.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty wild.
What
I
was,
didn't set that up. I guess Marvel and Dunbar talked.
So how did kind of a rite of passage for the good wrestlers at heavy metal? Did you ever get to wrestle Shiggy?
Shige?
Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
What? You didn't get to wrestle Shiggy?
No, I think that was in the warehouse days.
Yeah.
Right?
No, before the warehouse.
Was it?
Because Shiggy, Dunbar didn't retire yet when Shiggy first came.
So I don't think I was wrestling when Dunbar was.
You had to, because I was wrestling the year after. You came in 2017. I came in 2018.
I don't remember seeing him wrestle.
Yeah, because me and Dunbar and Shiggy, we wrestled the Horde.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, but I never.
You're probably still in training then.
Yeah, like my first, I want to say like half year, I wasn't doing too many shows, so maybe that's why. Maybe he retired shortly after that.
Yeah,
but no, I never wrestled Shige.
Fuck
not even in the warehouse.
Dunbar, you got to get Shiggy back in Texas, man.
I think that's his connect over in Japan.
Yeah, man, Shiggy's a good dude, man. I love that guy.
Yeah,
fucking, he does not pull the knee.
Oh, man. I was in a tag match with him. Him, Scotty, and some. It was like a 5-on-5 post show, kind of clusterfuck.
Okay, we go clusterfucks.
Yeah, but I don't know if we touched or anything. Yeah.
All right.
So I guess I did.
So monikers, wrestler has to have a moniker. Okay. First one. Where did the throwback come from?
Kiefer.
Kiefer came with a throwback.
I'm pretty sure.
He just gave it to you.
Yeah.
How'd it come about?
Because I think this was at the Guillotine or whatever, and I had like a throwback vibe to the 1950s wrestler, how I looked, just my black trunks and black boots, knee pads.
Yeah, okay.
And I was doing kind of that style, just like super grappler heavy. I was throwing a bunch of euros,
like British style.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, okay.
I'm pretty sure it was him. I could be wrong.
You just stuck with it?
Yeah, I mean, throwback's a cool name.
You didn't have a moniker before that?
No, I didn't want one. I just wanted to go there in Mercer.
So I think the first time we met was either at New Texas show up in Abilene.
Yeah,
I think that was the first time we met.
That could be. Who did I wrestle? Q?
No, you wrestled with Scotty, and I think we interfered in that match because I was with the Dre team.
Against Scotty? Oh no, it was the triple threat.
Yeah, Scotty and Chandler.
With Chandler. Oh my god, my favorite triple threat. We didn't stop. We just kept going. Like there was no dead space, no dead air. Yeah. We just
So
damn, that's crazy.
Funny backstory about that match.
Oh boy, I wasn't even supposed to be in it at first.
What happened?
I don't know if it was just Chandler and Scotty in a one-on-one, or if there was a third guy and they didn't show or pulled out or something, and I got inserted last minute. But yeah, I remember being like a late addition to that. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad because that was a great match. That was
that match was fucking badass.
Dunbar was on commentary for that too.
Yeah, y'all get a chance, look up Chandler Hawkins versus Aaron Mercer versus Great Scott.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, New Texas match, man. I didn't know that match was after intermission. I was out selling merch, and everybody came out, and I was still at the merch tables.
No. Jesus.
So by the time Scott and the Dre team got to the ring, I just kind of had to tiptoe in there and here I am. So that was my carny, untrained, greedy moment.
I potatoed Scotty early in that match.
Everybody potatoed Scotty. It's mandatory.
We did the little hip toss over the turnbuckle gimmick. He tries to throw a kick. I block it, and I just potato him right there. And he just falls back into the Dre team. Good times.
Miss you, Scotty. Come back down here, man.
He's in Vermont. Yeah. He's living his life.
All right, so now this portion of the show is dedicated to Black history.
Okay.
Who's the first Black wrestler to ever pin you?
Oh, Jesus. The match we're about to watch is Leandre.
Oh, Leandre? Was that your third match?
Fourth, I believe.
Your fourth match, Leandre?
And then right after that was Sean Dean. Of AEW, and that's how we got together and hooked up or whatever.
Who's the first Black wrestler you ever pinned?
I don't know. You don't? You? No, I don't. Probably. I don't know. I haven't pinned many. Have I beaten you?
Yeah, you beat me.
Twice?
I never won a match against you.
Okay, so I've never beaten BK. I beat Q once.
Did you wrestle Q before or after me?
I've wrestled Q 2 times. Mm-hmm. Once was in Abilene at New Texas when I was still doing the throwback stuff.
Okay, so did he be your first one then?
No.
Oh, you didn't pin him that one?
No, I lost. The time I beat him was it was like 2022 when I was like a double champ and I was like on an undefeated streak at New Texas and This was after I kept losing to BK.
Oh, yeah, you turned heel at New Texas at the time. I remember that one.
Yeah, I shoot, punt, kicked Kiefer in the head.
Yeah, we all do. So.
And then I pile drove the cameraman.
Fuck the police. Fucking sheriffs. Fucking hate Kiefer.
The referee? Guy. The referee? The sheriff?
God, yeah.
A hybrid?
Fucking Kiefer Bartek. Yeah. That guy. All right, so all right, good stuff. I guess I was your first black wrestler you pinned. So,
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
I think I'm 0-3 against you.
But our first one was at Heavy Metal, right? After the pandemic?
You had them all?
Maybe. I don't know. Let's just go with you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Never pinned Tempo?
I've never wrestled him.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
But why?
That whole time at the warehouse. Yeah,
Close the door.
The whole time at the warehouse, I never locked up.
No.
Gotta fix that.
I mean, never say never, right?
Damn, Dunbar failed as a promoter. He didn't put you in Tempo together. Tempo wrestled everybody at Heavy Metal.
I don't know what I was doing. I was doing tag group stuff at the Guillotine, and then once we got to the warehouse, I was doing like solo stuff, and then I blew my knee out.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
So, what was your first championship?
By accident, the Laredo LWA Tag Championships.
All right. What happened? What was the accident?
So it was me, RJ, and Kiana versus Wada Team. So it was George, Angel, and Roxanne. And it was supposed to be just a regular match, but for whatever reason, I think Lieutenant Dan was doing the announcing, and he accidentally announced it for the tag titles, and we ended up winning that match. And it was supposed to be non-title. So technically we won the titles, and we had them for a little bit, and that was the first one.
What about your first singles title?
The no. It was either the Wrestle Rave title or the Heavy Metal Bare Knuckles Championship for 45 minutes.
I think you had the Bare Knuckles ones first.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
So I won that one against JoJo, J Serious, Sprita, Tiger Pants, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah. Everything, all of them.
Won it for about 45 minutes. Apparently his foot was on the rope or something, and then come back 45 minutes later, and you cost me the title. Was it you or Bedlam?
It was Bedlam. Let's go with Bedlam.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's blame Bedlam.
Anyways,
Bedlam had a...
Y'all were both fucking with me at the time.
Let's blame everybody. Yeah, but Bedlam did it. Yeah, not me. I would never. I mean, I love you, dude.
Yeah, sure.
I would never interfere in your matches.
Okay.
I'm going to take a drink.
That's cat because we had a tag match the week after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would be the Bare Knuckles Championship for 45 minutes.
Okay. And then after that was Wrestle Rave?
It was the Wrestle Rave for 500 whatever days. And then I also had the Bare Knuckles again right before Heavy Metal closed down. And I also had the ACW Hardcore at the same time as Wrestle Rave.
All right. So you was Wrestle Rave's first champion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Had it for about 40 seconds, and then it got stolen, and then we didn't have a belt for a couple shows. We defended a phantom belt while the Kirks had it in another. Yeah. Stupid.
Gotta tell that story, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see what we got next. All right, so Heavy Metal. Doing all these matches, went from the throwback. What moniker was after the throwback?
My knee exploding.
Oh gosh, yeah. We'll get into that one.
So I just had that, and then took time off for the knee thing, and then whenever I came back, I think I was still using the throwback a little bit, and then once I started getting into death matches, I became Hardcore Thor, Deathmatch Dude, Blood of Texas, and I believe that's it.
Oh yeah, Blood of Texas. I remember the Thor one. I love the Thor one. Had the full beard going.
Hardcore Thor. Yeah. That was a good one. I think a fan came up with that. Blood of Texas was it was Dimitri was saying Whenever I won, I beat Cass for the bare knuckle title. He said I was like the blood of heavy metal or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm going to change to blood of Texas because that sounds,
Nobody in Texas bleeding more than you at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Hardcore Thor was a fan, and then Deathmatch Dude was because I was dressed, in a robe and sunglasses, like the
pajamas,
dude. Yeah. So I like those. Those are good. I had some decent ones.
Yeah. Little sidebar. Everybody's gonna laugh at this one.
Oh God.
So fucking 4 years of my life living in Texas.
Yeah.
I was saying Bexar County.
I feel like you're not the only. I feel like even people from here say that.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, Bexar Championship. All right, Bexar.
Yeah.
Bexar. Bear.
Bexar Knuckles Championship. Jeez.
Fuck. So yeah, we killed heavy metal. We're the people that ended heavy metal, man.
Yeah, there's some other people involved in that, but
we're the last champions, man. We gotta take accountability.
Yeah, we were champions at the same time. That's right.
So
Yeah.
I defended the championship once.
I didn't defend it at all. I won it, and that was it. That was the end of it. That was the last match.
So, what got you? What piqued your interest with the deathmatch scene?
ICW was coming to Texas, and they wanted to use Ruben, Scotty, and me, but I hadn't even had a hardcore match before then, so I had no footage. So Dunbar was like, well, you have to have a death match or whatever so we can send them footage. And I was like, okay, give me Ruben. And it was at the mall at the time, so
I was there. Yeah.
The cleanup would be a mess. So I was like, okay, let's just go balls to the wall and go bare boards. So there's not as much to clean up. So that was the reason why. It's Dunbar's fault for everything.
Fucking Dunbar.
Yeah.
Goddamn Dunbar.
So my very first one was against Ruben Steele in a bare boards death match, in which 2 days after, I was still naked on my floor, bleeding out at my apartment.
Goddamn.
Had to get Dunbar to come over and super glue my back because I wouldn't stop bleeding. And I don't know. I just, weird thing to say, but I liked it. I liked the adrenaline rush, I guess, the feeling of like I accomplished going to war, basically, And so I just stuck with it and stupidly kept getting more hardcore, I guess.
Yeah, man. Roland took some amazing pictures of you, man. You got some fucking amazing pictures of your death matches, dude.
Yeah.
Like, every time you do a death match and Roland posts a picture or you post the pictures, I'm like, fuck, man, why?
My only regret from that first one is I wish I would have taken my shirt off at some point in it, because I did have a lot of blood, especially from my head, from gusset plates, which I almost threw up from because I had never bled up until that point, and I bled a lot. And I got a bunch like on my shoulders, like I was wearing a cutoff.
Yeah.
But I it's stupid to say, but I wish I would have taken it off because I would have got better visuals of my back being all bloody, which I learned later on down the road. And that's my only regret from that one, really.
All right, so on the deathmatch scene, when did you finally cross paths with Casanova?
Dude, I think that was like maybe my 5th or 6th one.
Okay.
And it was I'm a psycho. It was a no ring death match, and that one hurt because he was doing his normal stuff on a no ring. Like he was giving me uranagis, and we had nothing. We had a 1-inch thick little pad.
The wrestling mat pad thing?
Yeah. We did that. We were doing stuff on the stage. I did the little Kurt Angle to Abyss front flip off the stage onto him through a barbed wire table thing, and like hit my heel on the concrete. Hurt to walk for weeks after. That one was pretty early on.
Yeah. Love you, Casanova, man. Get down here, get back down here to Texas, man. Fucking love that dude. Awesome dude, man. Just a fucking pure joy to be around. All right, let's see what we got next. What we got next, man?
I think we got another shot.
You got another shot? Want to take another shot?
We can't just let them sit here, right?
All right, we got another one left. I got the tall boy. What you got left?
It's gonna fuck me up.
Yeah. There we go. That's a tequila one right there. This man has bled all over Texas. Taking a shot. He's tapping out.
It went down on my pipe. Give me a second.
All right, while Mercer cleans his stuff up, we're going to take a sponsorship break. Today's podcast of Talks T. Rayleigh of Wish MF or Wood podcast and Texas Tea and whatever names I said at the beginning. I don't remember.
I told you I'm a pussy.
Yeah, there we go.
Let me just get some Fiji Superstar water.
Yeah, this podcast is brought to you by Infamous Wrestling. Let's go with that one. Good sponsorship right there.
Are they paying you for that?
No.
Okay.
No. Barely got paid over there, so.
Yeah.
But that's another story for another day.
Oh, I'm dying. Great content.
That's more.
That's done. This is halfway done.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a little chaser, man. I'm 42, man. I've been drinking my whole adult life, so I got a good 23-year head start on you.
No. What? You're not 23.
No, I'm 42.
Okay, I'm 33.
There we go. Yeah. I've been drinking since I was 15.
Jesus. I've been drinking since I was a baby, apparently.
Good.
Yeah. My mom used to give me, like, she would, like, dip her finger in her drink or whatever, put it in my mouth to calm me down.
Old school Teelan method?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that does not work.
No.
I was so desperate, I tried it one time. Like, I'm really fucking putting a dab of alcohol. Nope, not doing this.
Yeah.
I love my babies too much. All right, so let's,
we're good.
We're going to tap into some emotions here.
All right.
We can hold it together.
Right.
All right. You got a kid, right?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Braden.
Yep.
I named him. His name is Braden Wyatt.
All right. Braden Wyatt. All right.
Can you imagine where it came from?
I wonder where the inspiration came from. So, all right. Has he ever seen you wrestle live?
Yes.
All right.
I stupidly took him to Laredo when he was maybe 2.
Okay.
I used to take him to training when he was like 2 and 3. I would take him to training like whenever I had him during the week. And then I want to say when he was like 6 or something, he was like backstage a couple times when I had him during the summer. So yeah, he's seen me a few times.
All right, so when you were in his mom dating ever while you were wrestling or before?
Before?
All right.
We broke up like right before I started wrestling.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
We got some similarities, man. I think me and my older 2 sons, mom, we divorced about 4 months before I started.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm free. I can do what I want.
Yeah.
And bought my kids to the first few shows. You ever work heel in front of them?
I did I did the attack on Bradley Mann.
Oh yeah,
Bracho.
Fuck Bradley Mann too. Fuck that guy too. Goddamn Bradley Mann.
No, he wasn't there for that.
Oh, he wasn't there for that one?
No. I want to say he was there for like a death match or something, but I had him like upstairs or backstage, not watching.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think he'd. I don't want him to see that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We love you, Bradley. We're just messing with you, man. You know us.
Yeah.
Bradley's starting a Baracho Pro. Got a good thing going on right now. Yeah, I asked that because like the first time I turned heel, my son was there. They didn't tell me I was turning heel until like the show started, and I was like, oh damn.
How'd that go?
Oh man. So my son came to a lot of their practices.
Yeah.
And he watched me and my tag team partner like practice our finishing move before and after practice. We had this stupid ass finisher. We never won a match, so we couldn't use it.
So your finisher was
I did
your back, staring at the lights.
Yeah, that was our finish. But we had practice a lot.
Yeah, of course.
I was doing my first finisher was a springboard coast to coast frog splash.
Huh?
Yeah, coast to coast springboard, jump all the way across the ring, frog splash.
Okay.
And then my partner went up and he did a corkscrew swanton bomb.
A corkscrew, so a whisper in the wind.
Yeah, pretty much whisper in the wind. But he was a gymnast, so he was more like agile with it.
Yeah,
it didn't look like
he just cranked his neck and legs back. So it's okay.
So that was our finishing move. Never got to use it.
Yeah,
but we practiced the fuck out of it. And did the show. I turned on him at the end. At the end of the match, I hear my son in the audience. I was like, oh, fuck. He's going to tell his mom.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lose custody. That was going through my head.
Jesus.
But, man.
You had to talk him down after that? Or?
Yeah, I had to talk him down. Because he had come to a lot of practices. Like, he was with me at practice. And they played the Switch and everything at practice. And, like, just hang out. And they saw the wrestlers before the shows. And, man, it broke my heart. I was like, because I hear him crying in the audience. I'm like, oh, shit, that's my son. I can't go out and comfort him. Like, I'm a heel now. So I can't be like, hey, kid, it'll be okay. I can't say that.
Yeah. God, I can't imagine.
Yeah, he wasn't having it, dude. And then on the car ride home, like, he cried all the way home. And then me being the asshole I am, I'm like, I think I got something here.
Oh, my God. We got him now.
I'm like, if I can work my son, I can work the fucking world, dude.
Yeah. Jesus.
So, yeah, after that, your son moved to Colorado, right? Your wife, she moved to Colorado?
Yeah. Her husband is in the military, so they went to Colorado when he was 3, I believe.
Okay.
And then he was there they've been there for 3 years, and then they went to Georgia, and they've been there for, I believe, 3 years, maybe 4.
Okay.
So they've been out there.
So, yeah, man, you've actually been my inspiration, being a good father, man.
Stop.
I'm not joking, dude. Because, like, there's time, like, this is serious. Like, just shoot shit right.
Yeah.
It's like off-interview shit. Like, you inspired the fuck out of me to be a good father. Like, there's times I'm complaining, not spending time with my kids and stuff. And then like, you drove all the way to Colorado, or you flew out there, then you went all the way to Georgia.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm fucking complaining about driving to Houston.
Dude, one trip I went, me and him drove to Mississippi. We stopped for the night. I went from Mississippi to Georgia, dropped him off, and went from Georgia all the way back to Texas. And I had rented a Tesla, so I had to stop to charge along the way. I was in the car for like 46 hours straight.
Shit.
Because I was like, I don't want to stop and have to burn a day or whatever, so I just did it straight. It sucked. But yeah, I've actually had a couple people, like on Facebook, like fans and stuff, tell me that, and I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just trying my best here.
Yeah, man, you motivated me to keep my head in the game, man. Like, there's times I was like, I don't want to fucking drive to Houston to see them. It's a 3-hour drive, and then like you drive across country.
I would kill for a 3-hour drive. Like, I would do that every fucking weekend.
When's the next time you get to see him?
I'm going to pick him up next weekend, actually.
Next weekend for summer break?
Yeah, I'll have him until like mid-July.
Shit. All right, you want to do a barbecue?
I mean, we can, yeah.
Fuck, let's do a barbecue, man.
Yeah, okay. Let me know.
So, yeah, I'll let you know.
LMK.
So fantasy booking.
Okay.
Next generation wrestlers. Would you want your son?
Travis Cuddy. Oh, sorry. Shout out Travis Cuddy.
We'll get the Travis. We'll get the Travis.
Yeah.
The fucker.
Fucks everything.
Travis the fucker.
Let him fuck.
Would you want your son to get into business?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
No.
Do you even have to ask that? Like,
No.
Come on.
Can I have a Braden Mercer versus J Ray?
No.
Your son versus my son?
No. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a thing with us, especially like anytime anybody asks, we're like, don't do it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I mean, if he wanted to, yeah, I'd obviously help and give him the ins and outs or whatever, but he's 9 and he's not super sporty. So I don't think any sports, especially wrestling, would be a thing. I've tried to get him to sit and watch it, and it just doesn't interest him. Oh. No. But I will say, one of the last times I was with him, he was like, "Did you stop wrestling?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "It's a long story." And we talked about it. He was like, "I want you to wrestle." And I was like, "Oh, I guess I got to come back." But I didn't come back.
Yeah.
This was like immediately after I retired.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to, whatever, as long as he's happy. But realistically, hopefully not.
God.
You know? Because it is a cesspool.
It is. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I told mine, like, you don't have to if you don't want to. But if you want to, I will nepotism the fuck out of it. I will milk every connection I have.
Absolutely.
You will not have to...
Your older one wants to, or what?
He wants to do production, actually.
Okay, that's much easier on the body. For sure.
He filmed a few shows at Inspire.
Yeah?
And, he's video editing stuff right now. And then I think my 13-year-old, he's more, he talked about doing in-ring stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more along the lines of just him, like, just play wrestling.
Yeah.
But I think it would probably phase out because he wants to play soccer.
Oh, I got you. Soccer is much more longevity and probably pays better, too.
Yep, shit. Hell yeah. Especially get in Europe or Brazil. I'm thinking I might come back full time when my daughter's like 5, so she can see me wrestle. And
what is that, in a couple years?
Yeah, she's 1 now.
Yeah.
Well, she'll turn 2 in a few months. So maybe in 3 years I'll come back full time for like.
How's
6
your
months.
body gonna be in 3 years?
I'm gonna be wrestling like Tim Storm.
Oh, okay.
So,
Jesus.
1 bump per match, dude. One bump per match. That's how we're doing. I will sell the whole match, and then the last move of the match is the finish. So fuck yeah.
The last match I saw of his was against Nick Aldis.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
It was not good.
No.
Shout out Nick Aldis.
Yeah, Nick carried it.
Yeah. Tim didn't give him a lot.
You ever get to wrestle Tim?
No.
No?
I mean, I've been on plenty of shows with him, but I've never. No.
Yeah, man, I got to work him twice, man. Dude's an in-ring coach, dude.
Yeah. Walk and talk.
Walk and talk the whole time.
Course, yeah.
I think our first match, we like talked about a few stuff in the back, and then like he comes out and he shakes my hand. He's like, "I need you to work heel."
All right,
like,
yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. I already knew from practice, like we just practiced that week working the leg.
Yeah.
So that's all I did was just work the leg, and
Nice.
he laid around, sold, and
Yeah, he didn't have to bump.
Nah, I'm gonna be wrestling like Jack. I'm just like that. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
gonna be me.
All right.
T-Ray Storm. Practice that week working the leg.
Yeah.
So that's all I did was just work the leg, and
Nice.
he laid around, sold, and
Yeah, he didn't have to bump.
Nah, I'm gonna be wrestling like Jack. I'm just like that. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
gonna be me.
All right.
T-Ray Storm.
T-Storm. Yeah. Nice.
But
You can name your moves Eye of the Hurricane or some.
I'm gonna be Eye of the T-Ray Kane or something.
Something,
I gotta put my name in all my moves, man.
Your little T5.
No, the one you stole from me, huh? Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, you did it in TWA. I saw that shit.
To the ref? I think that's the only time I've done it.
Yeah, like this fucker's doing the F5. What the fuck?
He got in my way. He called me for a DQ and it was bullshit and whatever. He was standing there. I grabbed him. Whatever happens, happens.
I gotta get Corvus down here too, man. I haven't got to spend much time with Corvus. Love Corvus.
Ram?
Yeah. Fuck, alcohol's kicking in, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fuck it, let's keep
I
going.
think, yeah. We're good.
All right. Next segment. We got everything. Head to toe. List your injuries head to toe.
Almost broke my neck back in either September or October of last year, 2024. That was the one that I was like, okay, maybe it's time to relax a little bit. Let's see, I've sprained an ankle pre-show because there was a hole in the ring. Blown out left knee, tore my ACL, MCL, meniscus. Tore my labrum in my right shoulder. In training, taking shoot hip tosses, and we didn't go over correctly, so I kind of stopped myself midair, and whenever I landed on my stomach, I put my hand down and my shoulder popped out. And shout out to Chris Cruz. He drove me to the ER. And they were like,
the male nurse.
yeah, they were like, oh, it's not dislocated. But it was definitely, it's been torn labrum ever since, and so that's why I stopped doing European uppercuts, because my shoulder would pop out. Scars everywhere from death matches. Thought I fractured my skull on a DDT from BK on the concrete, because I like went straight into the concrete and immediately grabbed my head. I was like, no, but I was fine.
Thought your brain was coming out?
Yeah, no concussion, nothing crazy. My hips got, again, BK in a different match. Power bombed me from
fucking BK, man.
From the apron through a door that provided no security or anything. I just went straight to the concrete floor.
I remember that match. Yeah, that was New Texas, right?
No, this was at TWC.
Oh,
yeah.
That was the second match y'all had.
No, this was fourth.
The fourth one? Oh,
yeah. You're talking about the Tiger Bomb.
Yeah, the Tiger Bomb on the apron.
Yeah,
that
was onto the concrete. That was
what the fuck, man?
I'm stupid.
Yeah. Okay.
So my hips were out of whack from that power bomb for weeks after. I want to say that's it. I mean, my back's normal wrestling wear and tear. Yeah, that's about it. I got scars on my hand and pinky and just arms, back, shoulder, everywhere.
Yeah, you got bone debris in your elbows?
Yes, from my very first match.
Yeah, all right.
It was 5-on-5 hybrid versus DFW, and I think we caught Lou Gotti on a dive. And whenever I caught and fell to the ground, I, again, on concrete, hit my elbow on the concrete. And ever since then, if I hit it right on whatever it's resting on, I can feel like a bone spur in there. Yeah. It's annoying.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one. He did the flip dive over. That was the hybrid versus DFW feud I had.
Yeah, was it BOW?
Yeah, that was some good shit, man.
Yeah. I guess.
That was a good storyline, man. I liked it. I was intrigued.
Sure. I don't remember it, but sure.
I remember. I remember everything, man.
Okay.
Fuck.
What's the next spot? That's me. What's next?
I think my most dramatic injury I had, I tried to jump up to the top rope.
Yeah.
Like Shelton Benjamin. And my right foot slipped.
Yeah.
And my mouth hit the post. And
you were like Cesaro with missing teeth or what?
No, the shot went through my face, and I'm on the ground, and in my head, like my teeth are like in pieces, and like one little like half centimeter bit of tooth popped out.
Didn't you also do like a T5 from the top and mess up your knee or something like that?
No, my knee was fucked before that.
Oh, okay.
That was in heavy metal. Me and Tommy Bolton.
Yeah.
2 minutes in that match, I did a handspring off the ropes.
Okay.
And was supposed to jump and do a jumping phenomenal forearm. And
you just spam all the creator wrestler moves?
Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
That's the only way I got over. It's like, hey, I can do this. Let me do this. Everything Tempo told me not to do, I did. So.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the handspring off the ropes, and 2 minutes into the match, as soon as I landed, my knee just said, fuck you.
Did it buckle or what?
Yeah, it buckled, and it tore 2 minutes to the match. And I tried to stand up on it, and it gave away.
Oof.
Somehow, during that whole process, I had to super tighten my knee brace. Got through the match. I threw several punches. My foot just gave out. Like, I couldn't put no weight on my knee. Somehow, I caught him. He did a dive I was on the floor, from the ring out to the floor. Somehow, I caught him. Put him on the apron, did a super kick somehow. Did a split leg moonsault somehow.
Jesus.
Did a Spanish fly in that match off one foot. And then when it came to do the F5 from the second, my knee said, yeah, we're done. Like, we were done 2 minutes in the match, but fuck you.
That's crazy, because I feel like a lot of people that were either there or saw that match thought it was from the top rope, F5.
No, it was 2 minutes to the match.
That's crazy.
And then I'm finished the match. I'm like, I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in that much pain.
Yeah.
And then Dunbar comes out, hey, we have a cake for you for your birthday. And I'm like, I'm like, no, dude, I can't fucking stand up, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fucked. Like, I gotta go to the hospital now.
Jeez.
And you're like, you getting a cake. I'm like, everybody want to sing happy birthday for T-Ray? Hey, let's give him congratulations. His son was born 5 days earlier. And I'm like, dude, I can't fucking stand, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Fucking Dunbar, man.
God, man.
This guy.
He's got to put himself over, man. Over
Hey. Crazy.
All right, next question. So, wrestlers, we got to have a shoe job, right? Because we can't make money wrestling.
No. You lose a lot of money.
You lose a lot.
Especially the first couple of years, you lose lots of money.
Yeah, I think my light's been cut off a few times. Got behind on a few car payments.
Yeah.
Had to cancel insurance and switch insurance on the fly.
Yeah.
Registration went about a few months late.
Almost got evicted from my apartment.
Yeah. Oh shit, I've been evicted. Yeah, I got evicted. I was like, fuck it, let's go find a new place.
Yeah.
I learned there's a window before the eviction gets on your credit to go find a new place. So yeah, I had to do that shit.
Yeah.
How many jobs? What jobs have you worked while wrestling?
For the most part, I only had. So when I first started, I was working in the parts department of a car dealership. I quit that because RJ was like, "Hey, I have a painting company or something, and you can make like $1,000 a week." And I was like, "Say less." I think that lasted 2 days.
Damn.
From there, I think I went back to a different car dealership. And then I quit that. I told them that I was pursuing something different, which it was just wrestling full time, which I didn't even wrestle that much more. And I just was door dashing and donating plasma.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. And then my latest one, I was a caretaker for a disabled person for like the back stretch of my wrestling career. So I really only had like 2 realistic jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, good shit, man.
Yeah.
How many cars have you gone through?
1.
Just one?
Yeah.
Damn. I've gone through 3.
Yeah. I mean, well, because early on, I was good about riding with other people. And then.
I wish I was as smart.
Well, yeah. Well, I think the second half of my career, I did mostly by myself. And it was on my car. And then I think the last little run that I had, little 2-month run, I would rent cars. I wouldn't even use mine because I put like 100,000 miles in like 2 years.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck, have we ever rode together? I don't think we did.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you was always in San Antonio and I was in Killeen or down here. Like, you was always just...
I always thought you were like with the Austin crew.
Nah, most of let me see. My first few years, I rode with Moonshine a lot.
That's cool. Yeah.
Moonshine schooled me, man, on the road.
Yeah. That's a good one to learn from.
Yeah, I rode with Mel 5K. K. Man.
Hey, remember hashtag Gates?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yesterday I was at my buddy's and I did the hashtag sign, and then I just imagined him doing his little light finger, little dance stuff. I don't know. That popped in my head. Shout out hashtag Gates, whatever you're doing.
Oh, it disappeared. Yeah, I went on the road with by myself for a while, and then after that, I linked up with Culture Shock when they first started. They hopped in the car with me, and then tried to get them out, and then by myself again, and then that was pretty much it. I haven't had many consistent road partners.
Shout out to Culture Shock because Danny O'Ryan was, I don't want to say ass, but I mean, he was just another guy in Culture Shock. And then within the past like year and a half, he's freaking blown up and he's become amazing.
I'm going to take full credit for that. I'm going to take full credit for putting him on the map.
Sure you will.
Danny got to do my retirement match. And he took off after that. So I'm going to take full credit.
Yeah, I would have liked to wrestle him, at his peak. I'm not saying I would have. I would have gave him a respectable 2-star match. I can carry anybody to a 2-star match.
Yeah, that's your standard, right?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so I'm getting let's get some personal things.
Yeah.
So you on Facebook, you got the
Oh boy.
you got the whole deal trying to secure your Latina. What's the struggles, man? Why you struggling to get your Latina? I started this podcast so I can get your Latina, man.
I mean, is Shakira looking, or I know she's single, but is she looking?
I don't know.
I know she's in San Antonio in like 2 weeks. So
you gonna be there?
I don't want to go by myself, but I mean, I could. I don't know. You're asking what the holdup is?
Yeah, man. You're in San Antonio, right?
Yeah.
It's like 99% like Hispanic.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I get on the apps and I get plenty of matches or whatever, but that's a whole me thing of why it never goes past a certain point. It's like a me and being away from my child type of thing. I think I've had 2 things, situationships, girlfriends since me and his mom split up. And the first one was a Latina, and she had baby daddy stuff or whatever. And then so we ended that, and now she's married and is expecting another kid. So I'm good luck Chuck, apparently.
So yeah, every girl you date is going to get married, man. Yeah, I've been there. Fuck, yeah.
And then I waited a couple years and then dated another wrestler and had a traumatic thing happen with my child and broke that off because I realized I wasn't ready for a relationship and have been by myself for the past 2+ years. So
all right,
it's a lot of me stuff.
Yeah, me stuff.
Yeah,
we're gonna get you Latina, man. We're gonna put this podcast out. We're gonna get you one.
If the right Latina comes around, I mean, I'm sure I could put my personal things aside and figure it out. If any Latina out there wants to hit me with a chancla or ruin my life, have at it.
All right, how many out-of-state bookings have you done?
Let's see. I did California twice.
Oh yeah, the Unholy tour.
Yeah.
Unholy.
Yeah, I was supposed to do No Peace in Florida, but the whole show got canceled. I've done New Jersey with Monster Factory. I was supposed to do Brooklyn with Cass, but that got shut down because of a strand of COVID that was out there. I've done Maryland with Evolve. I want to say that's it.
All right.
Yeah, I haven't done too many.
Yeah, that's a good resume, man.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, get out of Texas, dude. Like everybody gets stuck in Texas. No one just want to stay in Texas and get comfortable.
I mean, I feel like I could have done more, especially if I had like better shoot jobs. I could have gotten to Japan because I mean I have connections or whatever. I probably could have got to like Germany or something like that. I could have gotten out more, but it's just real life stuff kind of held me back a little bit.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, you have to sacrifice your whole life to wrestle.
That.
Yeah,
no, fuck that.
No,
I got bills to pay.
Yeah, got mouths to feed.
You guys just flying themselves out and stuff like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm okay.
No. All right, we're gonna do a quick rapid fire bonus round. I'm gonna give you a name. It's first impression.
Okay.
It's first name that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Great Scott.
Bony. You ever been hit with one of his forearms?
Yeah,
they're fucking bony.
Yeah, you ever chopped them and they hurt your hand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. No, he very technically sound. He was amazing.
All right. Exodus Prime.
I almost said something. Fucking whiny.
What? Damn,
He's always whining on Facebook.
It's the gimmick, man. It's the gimmick.
Yeah. No, he's great though. He's really good. I had a really fun match with him. He's good.
Okay. Let me see. Ruben Steele.
Fuck. Fucking heavy metal.
He's the heart and blood of heavy metal.
Yeah. He's what it means to be fucking heavy metal in wrestling. Miss that guy. He's the GOAT.
Thomas Shire.
Prick. I saw a video of him fucking UFOing Gary J into a bunch of chairs.
Yeah.
And I commented my video of Shire UFOing me onto a guardrail on the concrete.
Yeah, Heavy Metal at the mall.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Prick. No, he's a great guy. He sucks at Madden, though.
Yeah. And next, Gary J.
God. Fucking one of the hardest choppers I've ever been in the ring with.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like top 5 for sure.
Chop the fuck out of you, man.
Dude. Oh, we had a doors match, and he double stomped me in the back of the head, like full force. Again, no concussion somehow. And once he did that, I rolled it back in the ring. I was like, this is so awesome. Because he hit hard. That was a fun one.
I learned you gotta tell Gary no sometimes. Like, hey man, can you just throw me into this pile of like that? No, Gary, I'm not doing that. Like, we're not getting paid enough.
See, that's my problem. I say yes to everything. I'm a glutton for punishment.
All right, let's see that next. Thunder Rosa.
I don't know. I don't really have many experiences with her, honestly. Like she was at Hybrid a few times. She was at Heavy Metal a few times. I don't know, man. She made it, you know?
Yeah, she made it.
She did the thing.
Okay. Actually got an interesting, she did a seminar at APW my first year.
Okay.
She tried to lock up with one of the, fucking Mark Glatt, that piece of shit.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, that's a shoot piece of shit. It's not a joking piece of shit.
Yeah.
If I love you, I'll say motherfucker, but fuck that piece of shit. Yeah, she tried to lock up with him several times, and he was like half a second behind each time. She just slapped the piss out of him.
I love that.
And it was deserved.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right, Masada.
Oh my God. So I think he was one of the ones that started Hybrid with Marvel. Him. Was there one other guy? I don't remember. But dude, talk about a pioneer. Like, he's one of the deathmatch guys, right? Mm-hmm. And I thought for sure he would be pissed at me for using skewers, because we tagged in AEW. That was my only AEW match. For whatever reason, I don't know. Supposedly, somebody told me that Tony Khan sees everything, and we had been announced for our match in Laredo a couple months after that. And I don't know if he got wind of it or what, but I was just backstage at catering, and somebody was like, hey, your name's on the board. And I was like, what? And there's a giant whiteboard where they write down, the rundown for the show. And it was me and Masada versus the Guns. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's such a coincidence. And, we did our thing or whatever. And, in our match, we did whatever. He skewered me, and then we also had a triple threat with Sky. And, he's always been super cool with me.
Yeah, same here, yeah.
Yeah, like, he's a bad motherfucker. Like, for real.
Yeah, he told everybody, don't take liberties on him because he'll fuck you up. So.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. He beat the shit out of me.
All right, last but not least, San Antonio legend.
Oh, boy. Scott
Summers.
Oh, he's a teddy bear.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck about Scott.
He said I was a cross between Masada and Jerry Lynn.
Okay.
And that's like the coolest compliment anybody's ever given me. He's like a genuine fucking cool dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Saw him completely like tear his quad or something, and then he did the whole match like from the ground. Mm. This was at Heavy Metal when we did Man Hell Yeah weekend.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
He like tore his quad or some shit, and he did like the rest of the match like 15 minutes like from the ground. Talk about a tough dude.
Yeah, this was like a comeback day for him.
Yeah,
I remember. Yeah,
and he blew his shit out. That's crazy.
Fucking Scott gave me the best advice like I think any wrestler's given me.
Yeah,
and it was just one simple thing. He was like, "Dude, I booked you down here because you're a big black motherfucker. I need you to be a big black motherfucker in that ring."
There you go.
And ever since then, I've been a big black motherfucker. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like, that shit stuck. And, Scott put me on the right path, man.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Yeah. For sure.
And won't hesitate to buy you a drink, man. I got drunk a lot at BOW. Like, Scott, the man, he will not stop. All right, what we gonna do? All right, now. We went from the throwback to the blood of Texas. How did the pajamas come into play?
It was an HOT show. Marcus Rose. I had a 4-way. It was me, Sky De La Cream Soda, Wesley Crane, and Jeff Gant.
Yeah.
And I was wearing Deadpool pajamas to the show for whatever reason. I don't dress up for shows. And I don't know what went through my head, but I went up to Marcus and I was like, hey, I'm going to wrestle in pajamas. And he was like, okay, whatever. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck.
I remember that match. Yeah, I was there.
And I went out there in pajamas and I was like, okay, I'm just going to start doing hardcore matches in pajamas.
Fuck yeah, man.
And it became a thing, you know? And I was like, what's more badass than a dude coming out to pajamas and whooping somebody else's ass to the sultry tones of Cher? You know?
Fuck yeah.
So what's cooler than that, you know?
Yeah.
So I just stuck with it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's, you know, I saved a bunch of money on gear.
Yeah.
$13 at Walmart.
Yeah, you have to get your gear all bloodied up.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, nice. All right. I thought you had like this big epiphany, like,
No,
I'm going to wrestle in pajamas.
no, I just didn't feel like wearing gear.
I think I saw Chocolate Poppy one time. He said, fuck it, man. I'm going to wrestle in Crocs.
I mean,
And
yeah.
I just did it. Like, dude did a full-ass athletic match wearing Crocs, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be worried about like your ankles and shit, but
Hey, he
I
did
mean,
it.
if you're safe.
So, yeah, big question right here. I'm going to have to set up a shot for this one.
Oh boy.
Spend the rest of your life with Cher or Shakira?
Shakira.
No.
Cher's like 70 something. What are you talking about?
Shakira's like 50, 60 something.
She's 48.
48.
And she still looks 20.
Yeah, true.
Those Colombians, man. Yeah, Shakira. She's my number one of all time in human history.
You ever walked out to one of her songs?
My last match with BK, I did like a compilation of every song that I've used, and I did like 5 or 10 seconds, and then I threw in a Shakira "Hips Don't Lie" song because I love Shakira, even though I never came out to it. But then I ended up coming out to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember the Taylor Swift one.
Yeah.
You got a good pop for that one.
Yeah. I got a bunch of streamers for that one too. That was nice.
Dude, all right. Heck.
Shout out to Shakira.
Yeah. Right there. Big burp. All right, so moving on. So, you and Dimitri have a good history.
We have a history.
There's a viral picture of you two. Who came up with the kiss?
He called that on the fly, actually.
Was on the fly?
Yeah.
Were you ready?
We had a shitty match where we were just doing stuff, and then the crowd at NPX was chanting "Kiss" or some weird chant, and we gave them what they want.
Oh, yeah. There was a moment. It went viral.
It was something.
What was your longest match?
Probably me and BK. We went an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
And TWC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your initial retirement match, your step away match.
I consider that one my retirement. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, man. BK's a beast, dude.
Yeah. I don't like the bad apple.
No. Yeah. Hey, you got to start with something.
Bounty Hunter's better. I want to tag with BK, and I want to come out to like chunking up the deuce or something, and fucking in full cowboy get up outfit.
Yeah. All right.
With him.
Bounty Hunter Mercer.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, I can see it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if he ever comes back to the Indies, I don't think he's gonna come back.
He would do a match here or there. He would do it for me.
Oh yeah, man. BK's a good dude, man. Love that dude, man.
Yeah.
Had some of my most intense matches with that dude. Like, you have to bring it.
Absolutely.
Like, there's no
It's very Japanese style.
Yeah, you got to get to his level.
He hits you.
Yeah, he hits you hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to hit him back hard.
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, you hit the shit out of me too, man.
Did I?
Yeah, you hit me a lot.
I know I got in your face at the Wrestle Rave one. I like screamed in your I wanted you to bring it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you were like, relax or something like that.
I'm an old man. I'm tired.
Yeah. I was like, no, motherfucker, hit me.
All right, so wrestlers got to have a ultimate finishing move. What's what's the list of finishers that Mercer have had over his career?
Oh, my finishes?
Yeah, all of them.
Psycho knee. Shout out Brian Danielson, Brian. Gotch style pile driver. Shout out to Minoru Suzuki. Various submissions. Shout out to submission guys.
The British dude, Zack Sabre.
Zach Sabre, yeah. That's where I got that inspiration. I was like, I'm just going to use random submissions. Tower of London, shout out Nigel McGuinness. I believe that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Skewers to the head, Sabu, chair. I call it a share shot.
The share shot? All right.
Yeah. Used that a couple times.
Okay. What was the most painful move you taken?
BK power bombing me to this concrete floor. Yeah. Or Masada giving me a DVD off the apron through a door onto concrete again. Thought my shoulder was gone.
I think mine was I was an entrant at a battle royal.
Oh, of course.
And freaking Massive, rest in peace, Massive.
Oh my God, I forgot about Massive.
Yeah, man. I ran towards him. He was in the corner. He was going to give me an up and over the corner.
Yeah.
And Massive is literally massive.
Yeah, he's like 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, he stood up, threw me over the turnbuckle, and I flew over the post. And I landed hip first on the floor. And
that concrete floor.
Yeah. It hurt for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then wasn't his fault. The other painful one, I did a springboard and I spun around and Ricky Starks hit me with a spear. And it fucked up my groin.
Damn. Shout out Ricky.
Yeah. And then Ricky, typical Ricky, you okay, bud? And I'm like, man, I don't know if I can walk. I don't know if I can stand up. I can't do nothing right now. They tore my groin, just the impact from the spear and taking a bump.
Damn.
And I had to go to school for the Army like 3 weeks later, and it was like we had to line up to do a run, and 7 steps, I fell out, like I couldn't even fake it. And it was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know, man. I think I tore my groin. I don't think I stretched enough. And yeah, that sucked.
Ricky and Scotty wrestled at Sabotage, and they needed a ref. So Dunbar was the ref in jeans. Or no. Scotty was the ref in jeans. Ricky wrestled Ethan Page, I believe. Scotty fucked up the first finish, and so they had to go to another finish, and he did that one or whatever. And they got to the back, and Scotty was like, I'm so sorry, or whatever. And Ricky was like, it's okay, they didn't pop for either finish. God, like 2019 or something like that.
20, yeah.
It was before COVID.
Yeah. So, what year did you just have your final match? What year was your final match?
What are we considering my final match?
Where you just finally said, I need to stop doing this shit.
So with Stackhouse, that was 2024, the end of 2024.
24? All right.
Yeah.
Looking back, is there anybody that you regret you didn't get in the ring with?
So many people.
Top 2.
Top 2? Like, are we being realistic?
Yeah, realistic. Realistic.
Well,
like,
I mean,
the ones that could have happened that didn't happen.
Cardona almost happened.
Okay.
That would have been cool. Suzuki could have happened.
Suzuki. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Russell Ray was trying to do that one, I think.
No, TWC.
Oh, okay. Oh man, they gave you everything, dude.
Dude, they gave me PCO, Dalton Castle, Colt Cabana, Ricky Morton, BK, of course, Vampiro.
Oh yeah, I
in a
remember the
6-man.
Vampiro. Yeah.
Mustafa Ali was in a 6-man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Colt Cabana nipple match, nipple mania.
We didn't touch for 7 minutes. Yeah. Dalton Castle doesn't do indie bookings. He saw that match and he was like, "Okay, I want to work you."
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, I never got to wrestle Tempo. Like, if we're keeping it in state, Tempo would be fun. There's a lot of new guys that are coming up. Like, fucking Danny O'Ryan would be cool. Yeah. Cuddy would be cool just because he fucks.
That'd be right up your alley. Just getting fucked by a black man.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah, I mean, I would say those are probably the most realistic ones.
You and Barrett get to work? Barrett Brown?
Yeah, we did an Iron Man. We did another 10-minute match. That was probably better than the Iron Man. Yeah, we worked a few times.
What about Cam Cole?
We we wrestled. It was me. It was me and Thunder Rosa in a tag team against Cam and who was Cam's partner at the time? Wasn't Kiefer? Was it Rachel? It was Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel. Okay, yeah.
We worked at what was the Dallas one that Randy Wayne ran?
Smash Mouth. Yeah.
No,
yeah, regular Smash Mouth.
It was D something. DPW. It was in some VFW hall or whatever. Anyways, it was pretty good. It was fun. He was very solid.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love Cam, man.
Yeah.
Me and Cam had some good matches, dude.
Yeah.
BOW gave us a 5-minute match one time, and we went out for 5 minutes and just did everything we could.
Yeah.
In 5 minutes. Fucking love Cam, dude.
Shout out Cam.
Yeah. So yeah, now we're about to almost wrap this up right now. We gotta
watch these matches.
Yeah, we gotta get that match done, man. 2 more questions.
Okay.
Best seminar and worst seminar you attended?
Jesus Christ. Ironically, the best one was Sledge.
Okay, yeah, Sledge. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Because he was just pure intensity and just had us doing fucking drills and just physicality and all that. I would even say MVP was a good one.
Oh, I missed that one. I remember when MVP came out.
That was a hybrid. I would mention another one, but he got canceled, so I'm not going to mention it.
Fuck him. I don't give a shit.
Rory Gulak.
Yeah, it's my podcast.
He was at Chikara, so we did a bunch of like character work. It was so much fun. The worst one, shout out Jeff Jarrett.
He talked for that one?
We talked. We did a bunch of headlock takeovers. Katie Forbes headlock took me over. That we didn't do shit in that one.
Oh, okay.
So I'd say that was probably the worst one.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. All right. Last question. We're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to almost hour and a half, man.
Both of us are very good at going over our times.
Yeah. Hey, I'm
they tell us we got 10 to 12. What is that? 15, 18,
yeah.
20, 22?
Yeah. Got a little ear tugging in the back for going 40 when I was supposed to go 15. So yeah.
TWC used to give me infinity.
Yeah.
They said it's up to you. So
yeah, that's when you know you're over.
That's when me and BK went an hour.
Yeah.
I was like, say less.
Yeah, that's when you know you're over. Promoter says, fuck it, you're not going to listen to me anyway. Go out there and kill it.
True.
So, apologize to the promoters. We stressed out going over time. Fuck,
Yeah.
we went 25. We were supposed to go like 12.
I think
15?
we were like 28 at
28?
Wrestle Rave.
Yeah.
It was the, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be the longest match in their history.
I lost track of time. Like, referee didn't say nothing, so.
It didn't even feel that long.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission. That's
Exactly.
That's the way you're wrestling. So, final question here.
Okay.
What was the big moment that made you say, I need to step away?
Taking an inverted suplex from the top rope, almost breaking my neck. And I was like, I can't do my job if my neck is broken, so might need to. Well, I was having like tingling down my arm for weeks after, so I was like, maybe I should chill out for a bit.
Yeah, get that checked out, get nealed up.
I never got anything checked out. So
yeah, how you feeling now?
I feel pretty good.
Feel pretty good? Yeah.
Yeah. Haven't been to the gym in a bit, but we'll be all right.
All right. So we got this thing coordinated. You let it know that you have a big announcement to make. What's this big announcement, sir?
So on the topic of why I retired or whatever, was mainly because of my job and not being able to do that job if I was injured. Mm-hmm. So that was like the main thing, because I mean, in reality, if I get hurt, I get hurt. You know, I worked through a torn ACL and meniscus and MCL for 4 years, so it's like injuries aren't anything for me, but outside jobs matter. I no longer have that job. So I just got surgery 9 weeks ago on my knee, So we'll see where we're at in 6 to 8 months. But the plan for now, anything could change because I don't know what I'll be doing in half a year. But the plan for now is to officially come back.
Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah.
So
Who's the first 3 you want? First 3.
first one's got to be you almost got
Yeah.
me. I can't reveal it.
Who's the first 3?
I can't.
Who does Mercer want? I mean, you already mentioned my partner, Travis Cuddy, so.
Oh, Cuddy would be great.
Yeah, Cuddy.
I have to wrestle Blackwood again
Okay.
because the only time we wrestled, it was one of my favorite matches and it wasn't recorded.
God, don't you fucking hate that?
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
No. They recorded it, but they lost the footage or some bullshit.
They quote unquote lost it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are we doing? The other one, I gotta wrestle Shane Taylor again.
Yeah, that was a good match. I seen that one. He punched the fuck out of you.
But the footage never saw. Like clips came
Yeah,
out.
it's that Red River, right?
Yeah, and there was only 12 people there.
Yeah, of course.
What are we doing? So we got to run that one back. And then the first one has to be Brick.
Brick. Oh yeah. Yeah, what was supposed to happen with the you had the stable with Brick and Studstash?
It was going to be me and Brick and Studstash, and you see hits there now. It was going to be us 4, and we were going to wreck shop, and then maybe we would add more, maybe not. But
No, three's fine. It's
4 technically.
Oh, 4? All right.
Yeah, me, Brick, Stash, and Hit.
All right, yeah.
Bunch of 6'2" plus guys, 240 and up, 300, some of them. We're just wrecking shop. But, I mean, the obvious thing to do is the last time Brick mentioned me, called me a bitch. So I feel like that would have to be a thing that we talk about.
Yeah, join the club, man.
I mean, I might need some backup. He's, Brick's got some backup. I might need some backup.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I got your number,
I never understood the matches never seen. Like, do you have any matches that never seen the light of day because promoters never released the footage?
The Shane Taylor one, the Blackwood. Honestly, those are the 2 big ones. Most of the other major ones that I had were luckily recorded.
So,
And that would be a thing. If I came back, I would make sure my shit is recorded.
Yeah. Shit, I think I got a match with Moonshine, 25 minutes. Never seen the light of day. The match
where
was at Full Throttle Wrestling in Louisiana.
I thought Full Throttle was in Laredo.
No, Louisiana. It never got the match didn't get announced.
Is it another Full Throttle? Because that's where I wrestled Masada.
Yeah, no, it was in Louisiana. I guess it was another Full Throttle. Yeah.
These promoters are so creative.
Yeah, I know, man. Like, you think that would be a match to promote? We found out we were wrestling when we got there. We rode together, and it was like, yeah, you and Moonshine. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
Crazy.
That's something y'all could have promoted in the video.
Yeah. I think I rode with him once, and he had 6 or 7 titles with him.
Yeah,
just carrying them everywhere. Jesus.
I think the least he had was 3 at a time.
You too. You used to freaking belt collect everywhere.
Well, I'm not going to put myself over on my own podcast.
Most I ever had was 2.
Yeah.
I barely had the 1.
Yeah. 6. Yeah, that's 6 at one time. Yeah, them shits got heavy.
Goofy.
And then you got everybody in your comments. Let me get that belt. Yo, let me get that shot. I was like,
oh, okay, because I'm booking the show.
Yeah. And I think my worst one. People don't know that me and Gino wrestled.
I wrestled him a few times.
Yeah, me and Gino got a match, no video.
Yeah, jeez.
And that was one of my funnest matches, dude.
Gino's great.
Dude, he bumped his ass off when he didn't have to. He's
very noisy in the ring.
Yeah, another in-ring coach though, man. He's an in-ring coach.
Absolutely.
So yeah, man, we got your big announcement. Ready to wrap this shit up?
Yeah, you want to clip that?
Yeah.
Or send that one out? Or?
Yeah, man. You want to let people know? You want to take one more shot?
No.
One more kayfabe shot?
Here you go.
Get shot
There you
glass?
go. All right. Here you go.
Yep. All right, man. Mr. Mercer, Mr. Aaron Mercer, thank you for joining the first ever Wish the MF Wood podcast /Talks T Rayleigh / Texas T / we're going to figure out a name sometime down the road / call it out there podcast. We're going to get this shit together eventually. So
I'm sorry I was your first. Not the first time I said that.
You get your shoes, take your walk of shame when you get out of here. So yeah, let's wrap this up, man. I love you, big dog. Thank you for coming through.
Love you, dog.
Yeah. We enjoy some fajitas for this one.
True.
So yeah, man.